Philippines' multi-trillion-dollar oil and gas revolution. Imagine an emerging Southeast Asian economy that defies the norm, one that thrives without relying on oil and gas. That's the Philippines. While its neighbors have built their fortunes on rich oil reserves, the Philippines has carved its path. Its oil and gas sector is the most underdeveloped among the 6 ASEAN nations, producing a mere 9,650 barrels a day. Now here's the twist. Despite its low production, the Philippines consumes an astonishing 429,000 barrels of oil daily, making it the largest importer in the region. This stark contrast is part of what makes its economic story so unique. While other nations depend on their booming oil industries, the Philippines has flourished by tapping into other sectors. But why does the Philippines produce so little oil when it's surrounded by abundant reserves? Here's the kicker. Beneath its 200-mile exclusive economic zone lies an eye-popping $26.3 trillion in untapped oil. These vast reserves are scattered across the archipelago, with the Reed Bank leading the pack and even the Mischief Reef in the Spratly Islands holding enormous potential. This hidden oil wealth, so remote from current production, adds an intriguing layer to the country's narrative. The Philippines isn't just surviving by focusing on industries beyond oil, it's prospering against the odds while quietly harboring a potential treasure trove that could one day reshape its economic landscape. According to a joint report from the U.S. Geological Survey and China's Ministry of Geology and Mineral Resources, the Spratly Islands alone could hold up to 17.1 billion barrels of oil. And it doesn't stop there. Discoveries in the Sulu Sea, especially in the Celebes Sea, might push the total value of the Philippines' hydrocarbon deposits even higher than the jaw-dropping $26.3 trillion estimate. To put that in perspective, Kuwait, one of the world's top oil producers, has around 13 billion barrels. That's an enormous opportunity for the Philippines, potentially enough to lift the country out of poverty and eliminate its costly oil imports. If fully tapped, these reserves could completely transform the nation's economic landscape. Imagine this: the Philippines shifting from being a major importer to becoming an exporter of oil products. Such a change could finally curb those relentless weekly surges in gasoline prices. The government has already started making strides in its oil and gas sector, notably with the redevelopment of the Cadlao oil field, which last operated in the early 1990s. Cadlao itself is estimated to hold 6.2 million barrels of recoverable oil. While that amount might not revolutionize the local supply on its own, it's a critical step toward reducing the country's reliance on imported petroleum. With renewed focus on reviving its upstream oil industry, the Philippines is poised for an economic turnaround that could redefine its future. If everything goes as planned, oil production could kick off as early as 2024. But there's another pressing issue. The natural gas fields around here are running out of time. Take Malampaya, for example, located 50 kilometers off the western coast of Palawan. Once a major energy lifeline, it's expected to dry up by 2027. By the end of 2017, Malampaya had produced an eye-popping 1.9 trillion standard cubic feet of natural gas and 75 million barrels of natural gas liquids, powering 5 of Luzon's largest plants with a combined capacity of 3,200 megawatts. Yet, even as Malampaya's resources dwindle, the future of energy in the Philippines is far from grim. New deposits are emerging both inland and offshore. Promising areas include northern Cagayan, Ragay Gulf in Bicol, offshore Mindoro, the new Palawan Block, northern Cebu, and the Cotabato Basin. In 2018, a major discovery in Alegría, Cebu, made headlines when the Department of Energy, together with China International Mining Petroleum Company Limited, uncovered around 27.9 million barrels of oil, with 3.4 million barrels deemed recoverable. Alongside that, an estimated 9.4 billion cubic feet of natural gas was found, with up to 6.6 billion cubic feet recoverable, about 70% of the total estimated reserves. Then there's the Liguasan Marsh, a vast 2,200-hectare wetland stretching across Cotabato, Maguindanao, and Sultan Kudarat. Hidden beneath its surface are astonishing estimates of 3.4 trillion cubic feet of natural gas and 4.8 billion barrels of crude oil. Recently, the Department of Energy gave the green light to SK Liguasan Oil and Gas Corporation, a Mindanao-based exploration firm, to develop Area 9 of the Cotabato Basin, a move that could radically reshape the regional energy landscape. Meanwhile, off the northern coast of Aurora Province lies Benham Rise. Once thought to harbor valuable petroleum reserves, this area has instead revealed a treasure trove of minerals and unique aquatic resources, including gas hydrates and methane trapped in ocean sediments or beneath the permafrost. The energy future of the Philippines is being reimagined right now, with untapped reserves ready to transform the country from a major importer into a significant exporter of oil and gas. The next few years could signal a new era of energy independence and economic growth. Stay tuned, because this energy story is just getting started. Gas hydrates are fascinating because they only stay stable under very specific pressure and temperature conditions. While this makes them a challenging resource to harness, it also adds to their allure as a potential energy game changer. These discoveries signal a shifting energy landscape for the Philippines, as untapped resources and innovative exploration continue to push the country toward true energy independence. Gas hydrates might eventually prove to be even more abundant than all of the world's conventional oil, natural gas, and coal reserves combined. Imagine if scientists crack the code to extract these hydrates efficiently and economically. The entire petroleum industry could be turned on its head, sparking a revolution in global energy. The Philippines is already positioning itself strategically by targeting several unexplored fields within its undisputed territories. Key areas include the Sulu Sea and parts of the Celebes Sea in the southern part of the archipelago. Notably, the Reed Bank boasts the largest oil deposits in the nation, while Mischief Reef in the Palawan Island group also holds tremendous promise. Many of these oil-rich regions lie in or near the disputed Spratly Islands. Back in 2011, the Hydrocarbons Technology Industry Journal spotlighted the Philippines as an emerging hotspot for oil exploration, highlighting the Spratly Islands, Sulu Sea, Celebes Sea, and Philippine Sea as four major areas of interest alongside other global giants like Argentina. This evolving scenario is not just about raw resources. It's a story about a nation poised to redefine its energy future on the global stage. The Philippines is believed to be sitting on some of the world's biggest untapped petroleum resources, particularly beneath unexplored areas in the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao, opening up enormous opportunities for energy breakthroughs. According to a paper by Ishak Mastura, a consultant with IAG Development Consulting Inc., two of the most promising petroleum sedimentary basins are located in the Sulu Sea and the Cotabato region. The Philippine Department of Energy estimates that the offshore Sulu Sea Basin alone could hold up to 203 million barrels of oil equivalent, while the land-based Cotabato Basin may contain an estimated 159 million barrels of oil, along with 29 billion cubic feet of natural gas. Unlike the highly disputed Spratly Islands, these basins are squarely within the country's undisputed territory. Just last month, the Department of Energy urged the government to fast-track gas exploration in the Recto Bank, an area overseen by billionaire Manuel V. Pangilinan. These regions could dramatically shape the future of the nation's energy sector. With massive hydrocarbon deposits scattered throughout the Visayas, Bicol, and northern Luzon, experts believe that within the Philippines' 200-mile exclusive economic zone lies a treasure trove of natural wealth waiting to be tapped. This untapped potential might just be the key to transforming the country's energy landscape for years to come. Despite its enormous potential, the Philippines has long struggled to fully harness its oil and gas wealth. So why hasn't this natural treasure been tapped into? The answer lies in a mix of security concerns and tangled geopolitical disputes. At the heart of the matter is a cluster of islands, reefs, banks, and cays in the South China Sea, a hotly contested area claimed not only by the Philippines, but also by China, Taiwan, Malaysia, Vietnam, and Brunei. This ongoing territorial dispute creates a climate of uncertainty, making investors wary about committing to exploration and development in these resource-abundant waters. To put it in perspective, these disputed areas are estimated to hold over $26.3 trillion in resources, a figure so immense it could catapult the Philippines into a global economic powerhouse. Yet despite this jaw-dropping potential, the upstream oil and gas sector has largely been on hold for years, stifled by the tensions in the South China Sea. But here's where the story takes a hopeful turn. The current administration is laser-focused on changing the narrative. They're actively working to unlock the country's vast natural resources, striving to secure a brighter future for all Filipinos and lay the foundation for lasting economic progress. The promise is there, a future fueled by energy independence and robust economic growth, if the country can overcome these obstacles and finally bring its energy reserves into play. Stay tuned, because if these hurdles are cleared, the Philippines could soon see its energy sector ignite a transformation that reshapes the nation's economic destiny.